lucky teller who gets to follow the Magnolia Singers. Woo, they had me rocking and rolling in the spirit tonight. It feels good to be here. I can think of so many people in my past and in my present that I wish could be here tonight celebrating this great opening to the very first Charleston Tells. One of those people that I wish could be here tonight is my husband. I called my husband Dr. Detail. Now he thinks that's a compliment. My husband, Dr. Detail, is a professor at a theological seminary, and he loves details. Whenever he takes on a project, it doesn't matter if it's theological or secular, academic or domestic, big or small, he's got to get all his little detailed ducks in a row. Shortcuts are not his modus operandi. For example, whenever my husband sends an email or a text message to somebody, he never uses abbreviations or emoticons or sentence fragments. He dots every I, crosses every T, and jots every tittle. Now his students at the seminary, they call him, lovingly of course, the grammar Nazi and the high priest of punctuation. Now I tell you all this to explain why it is that whenever I have a chore around the house, some task that needs to be done, I would rather do it myself if I can than to ask my husband, Dr. Detail, to do it. You see, a task that I can accomplish in, an hour, maybe two at the most, he will spend the entire day doing, sometimes the entire weekend doing. Now that's because he reads directions. Not me. I never read instructions. They are a waste of my precious time. But my husband will spend hours reading instructions before he ever begins a project. Okay, let me give you an example here of how things work. Well, just a few days ago, the light bulb in my oven burned out. So I opened up the oven door. I reached in there, grabbed hold of the light bulb so I could jerk it out and change it, and I saw directions written on the back of the oven wall. It said, "Do not attempt to change bulb when oven is on." Do you reckon? I said, waste of my time. I grabbed that light bulb, jerked it out of there, and I tell you, I had that light bulb changed, including going to the grocery store to get a brand new light bulb of the right kind, getting back home and putting it in. I had it done in 25 minutes. Dr. Detail, he would have taken half a day to do it, because he would have read all the directions that came with the stove when we bought it, which he has filed carefully, of course, in his office. Now, about a year ago, Dr. Detail and I bought a brand new flat-screen television. It came with this fancy internet bundle, one of those high-speed, high-res, high-def things. Well, we were standing there in the store when we were buying it, and my husband said to the salesperson, "Does that come with free setup and installation?" And the sales guy said, "Oh, no, you have to pay extra for that. But you know, you can do it yourself." He said, "A monkey could do it in half an hour." And I thought to myself, Lord love a duck. We are in for it now. As we walked out of that store, I looked over at my husband and I said, "Good luck, Bubbles." Well, we got home with that thing, and we got it out of the box, and we started trying to get it set up. Well, I just stepped back and watched. And after about 3 hours of reading directions, he actually began trying to get everything installed. 12 hours went by, and it still was not ready to watch television. By this time, my head was spinning around, doing a 360. I looked like a woman in need of an exorcism. I get that way whenever I have to go a day or two without HGTV and the Food Network. Finally, I said to him in that acid-toned tongue that I sometimes adopt under desperate situations, I said, "Hon, why don't you call up the geek squad at the store and have them come out and do it for you?" And he said, "No, if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself. I'm doing it right." Well, he spent the entire weekend getting that television set up, but I tell you what, he got it done. And it is the most perfectly programmed television set you've ever seen. We can now watch Meet the Press, a basketball game, and Dancing with the Stars all at the same time. So anyway, I tell you all this to explain why it is that I have no idea why I answered the way I did about a year ago when my birthday was coming up. And my husband said to me, "What do you want for your birthday this year?" And I said to him, "Oh, I would dearly love it if you would paint that little blue powder room off the downstairs hallway." And he said, "Well, sure. I thought you just loved that mustard yellow color you painted it 7 years ago." And I said, "Well, that was 7 years ago. If you paid any attention to HGTV, you would know that mustard yellow is out. The color now that all the designers recommend for bedrooms and bathrooms is blue, because blue is cozy and soothing." He said, "All right, I'll paint it blue." He said, "I tell you what though, I'm not going to pick out the paint." He said, "How about if you go down to the paint store whenever you have some time this week, and you pick out the exact color of blue that you want, and you write down the name and the number of it, and you give it to me, and on Friday I'll leave the office early, and I'll come home and I'll get that little powder room painted for your birthday." I said, "All righty, how hard can this be?" So, in a day or two, I had time. I went down to my favorite little paint store. It's just a local paint store, but I love going in there. The woman who runs it, who is the manager, is so helpful. She will say things to me like, "You know, if you put that lime green with that tangerine orange, it'll just make your walls pop." I said to her, "Well, I don't know. We're painting a 2-foot by 5-foot powder room. I don't think I want to be sitting in there with the walls popping." I said, "I believe I'll just stick with blue." So we started poring over all of the paint chips, looking at the possibilities. There were thousands of hues of blue. Well, it took a long time, but I finally narrowed it down to my 2 favorites. One of them was called Blue Moon, and the other one was called Forever in Blue Jeans. Now, I thought that was kind of interesting that both of those blues were named after songs out of my youth. Blue Moon, made famous by Elvis Presley. Forever in Blue Jeans, one of the most successful songs ever written and recorded by Neil Diamond. I said to my paint lady, "I don't know which one to choose." And she said, "Hon, think about it. You know, if you're going to be trapped in a 2-foot by 5-foot powder room, up close and personal with Elvis, you got to go with Elvis." I said, "You're right. Blue Moon, that's the one it's going to be." So I wrote down the name and number, and I took that home to my favorite little local paint store. No. He went to one of those big home improvement megalopolises. I hate those places. They are so full of stuff. Details everywhere. As you can imagine, my husband, Dr. Detail, just loves those places. I think they are tacky. I do not like those unattractive back supports that those people who work there have. Not to mention those matching t-shirts that look like they're all going to the same family reunion. Well, 5 hours later, he came home from the home improvement store. He walked in the door with all the supplies he was sure that he needed. He had a gallon of paint thinner. He had a gallon of primer, a quart of spackle, a pint of wood putty. He had a package of sandpaper of various grades, 5 rolls of blue masking tape, a canvas drop cloth, 2 roller brushes, a roller brush extension handle, a roller brush paint tray, half a dozen nylon bristled brushes of various sizes, a bag of, what do you call them, shop rags of different colors and weights, an 8-foot extension ladder, and an extra large jar of Goo Gone. Because you never know when you might need it. $750 to paint a 2-foot by 5-foot powder room. Well, of course, by that time, it was after dark. It was too late for him to start painting. But he said not to worry. He said he'd get up first thing, early Saturday morning. We could start on that painting job in the powder room. Well, he was up early. Saturday morning, I walked in there. He was already at the breakfast table, having the same breakfast he has every day of his life. 98 Cheerios, half a cup of milk, a banana, and 2 cups of coffee. Well, when he finished his breakfast, he headed into the powder room to start painting. Well, actually, no. He started the prep work for the painting. Now, this meant that he had to dismantle the toilet and the pedestal sink and pull them out from the wall. I walked in there and I saw those things in pieces and I said, why? He said, because he had to paint the wall behind him. I said, how come? Who's going to see it? He said, this is the toilet that the company always uses when they come over. I said, what kind of a position would a person have to get in to see behind the toilet tank? But there was no reasoning with him. Well, while he had that 1930s vintage toilet pulled out, he remembered it hadn't been flushing very well. So he decided this was as good a time as any to take care of that problem. So I heard him heading out the back door. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the parts store. I have discovered that people who love details also love buying parts. Now me, I like to buy things whole. Whole sofas, whole refrigerators, whole Easter outfits, exactly the way they look in the window at Bloomingdale's. But not Dr. Detail, no. He loves to buy parts. He loves to look at parts. In fact, he will tell you that doing things in parts has theological merit. He'll say to me, you know, God created the universe in parts. God could have just clapped his hands and made the whole universe come together, but no. God created the universe part by part, piece by piece. And I said to him, yeah, that's a ball cock, a flapper, and a float arm. And he proceeded to try to install those in our 1930s toilet. I said to him, hon, I don't think it's going to get more than 12 gallons to the flush, no matter what you do. But he wouldn't give up. Well, pretty soon I heard him going out the back door again. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to Joe's house. Now, I knew what this meant. See, our neighbor is named Joe. I call him Macho Joe. Macho Joe is a fix-it man's fix-it man. Macho Joe can repair absolutely anything. And he loves spending time in the company of my husband, Dr. Detail, assisting him in repairing objects around our house. He also loves discussing with Dr. Detail the deep theological issues of our day. He will say, Dennis, what is a cubit anyway? How come God just didn't say to Noah, Noah, build that ark 500 feet long and 100 feet wide? How come he didn't say that? And how far would a fella have to go for wood anyway? I've asked up at the Home Depot and they don't have it. Well, it'll go on like that for hours. Now, it surprised me that my husband was going over to Joe to get help, but it turned out what he was going over for really was a tool. We have an amazing tool collection in our garage. We inherited it from my daddy, and my daddy was a tool man. He loved tools. He had every kind of tool you could imagine. It was a collection that Bob Vila would have killed for. And we now own them. But we did not have the proper tool to install a flapper, a ball cock, and a float arm in a 1930s toilet. Macho Joe did! So pretty soon, back across our driveway, here comes Dr. Detail and his homeboy. And the two of them spent the next 3 hours knee to knee on the floor of a 2-foot by 5-foot powder room, wrestling with a 500-pound cast iron toilet, trying to fix it and get it back in place. Well, they finally got the bathroom mostly back together, but no painting had occurred, and the day was over. Sunday came, and you know what with going to church and then having lunch with friends and then watching a football game, brand new flat screen TV, and then preparation for classes the next week. Well, no painting happened on Sunday either. And so, first thing you know, pretty much the whole week had gone by without any painting happening at all in that powder room. Well, it got to be Thursday afternoon, and it turned out that my husband, Dr. Detail, had to fly to Atlanta, Georgia for a theological conference, and he was going to be gone the whole weekend. So, as he backed out of the driveway, I waved to him, and I thought to myself, how hard can it be? I went in there and I got that 8-foot extension ladder. I dragged it into that bathroom. I climbed up on that thing. I grabbed that blue moon paint and I had that powder room fully painted in an hour and a half, and I didn't spackle anything. Happy birthday to me, I said. I was feeling pretty good about myself. And you know, as the weekend went by, I didn't feel so good anymore. I was feeling kind of guilty, to tell you the truth. I was thinking, you know, that was supposed to be my birthday present, and I kind of took it away from him. It sort of hurt my heart. And I was wondering what I could do to make it up to him. What could I do to show him that I really do love and adore him? Even when he's turning me into an Oklahoma banshee on steroids. Well, I was reading reading something on Saturday night. I was reading my Ladies' Home Journal magazine. I don't know why I still subscribe to that rag. It used to be a really good magazine. You know, it would have helpful articles in it, like how to balance your checkbook without actually doing any math. And how to make potpourri out of the kitchen scraps in your refrigerator. But now, it is just mostly fodder, just pulp. It will have articles in it like 10 erotic uses for your crock pot. And how to dress like Barbie, even if you are way over 50. Well, it so happened that there was this one article in the magazine that was really good. It was an article about how to surprise your husband with an unexpected and spontaneous display of affection. And I thought, that's what he needs. Now, this article was written by Celia Rivenbar. She's one of my favorite writerly type people. In fact, she is from North Carolina, not far from here. And so, having read her books, well, I trusted her. So I looked at what she said in this article. Now, I'm not very good at following directions, you know, like I said, but I decided I would commit to following her instructions. So Sunday, before my husband was going to come home that evening, I got everything ready. The first thing that she said that I should do was to wear my birthday suit. Just my birthday suit for this special occasion. Well, I have a birthday suit. It's a very nice birthday suit. It's getting a little old, but I bought it about 15 years ago in Alaska. I haven't had that many opportunities to wear it, but I really do love it. It's very cozy. It is what the mother of a newborn might call a onesie. You know, it's one of those one-piece pajamas with the little padded feet, the zipper up the front, fleece on the outside, thermal line, very cozy. Now, mine is blue. Not exactly Blue Moon or Forever in Blue Jeans. No, it's more of a Smurf blue. And it has little white polar bears printed all over it. So I put on my birthday suit. Now the second thing in her directions said that I should turn off all the lights in the room where my husband was going to come in. So I did. I turned off all the lights in our bedroom. And then she said the third thing that I should do was to look around for some place where I could crouch. Now, I haven't had much experience with crouching. I know that tigers and jaguars do that kind of thing. But we don't do much crouching, you know. But I do know a good bit about squatting. And so I thought, well, maybe that'll work. Maybe squatting is just as good. So she said to find some place where your husband would least likely expect to see you doing this crouching squatting. So I looked around. And in our bedroom, we have this chest of drawers that stands about yay high. And I thought, he would never expect to see me squatting up there. So, I got our 8-foot extension ladder. I dragged it into the bedroom. I climbed up on that chest of drawers. I pushed aside all of our family photos, and I squatted. I heard Dr. Detail's king-size posturepedic bed, and I wasn't hurt at all. But poor Dr. Detail, he was standing there just moaning in pain, and I could tell it was really hurt. I felt so bad. I helped him get into the bed, and I put an ice pack on his foot, and I got some Advil for him, and I made him a nice cup of soup, and I played Nurse Barbie for several hours. When he was finally drifting off to sleep, I said to him, "Honey, I want to thank you for that ball cock and flapper and forearm that you gave me for my birthday. I love it." Well, after about 8 hours of being Nurse Barbie, I got sick of it. I looked at his foot the next morning and I said, "That foot looks fine to me. Get up, wussy boy." You know, status quo ain't a bad thing. Well, when his foot finally did get healed up so that he could walk on it again, I said to him, "You know, I kind of feel bad about finishing that project, painting that powder room. That's what you were going to give me for my birthday, I know. But would you have ever finished it without my help?" And Dr. Detail said, "Yeah, when polar bears fly." Yep, me and Dr. Detail, or as the grammar Nazi would say, Dr. Detail and I, married almost 50 years now. And he still makes me laugh. Sure, it takes him longer to paint a 2-foot by 5-foot powder room than it took God to create the entire universe. But who cares? I am a lucky woman, and I know it. I figure love like this comes along, oh, maybe once in a blue moon.